Hey guys, and welcome back to the Blue Podcast Network. This does seem a bit strange, but this is the Black and Blue show.
It is.
But obviously, me, Tom, I'm hosting today because Dan can't make it, and we got Konzi as
I'm
per.
here back.
So we're just gonna say first off, we normally bounce off of the other two.
Yeah, big time, big time.
Like my whole point of being here is to learn. And you're the WWE guy.
I mean, I watch no boxing. I
Exactly.
watch no UFC.
Exactly.
I watch wrestling every week.
But fortunately, I think in terms of timing to do a WWE focused episode, couldn't have been a better week.
No, it's worked out well. I mean, the amount of stuff we've seen happen over the last weekend, it's been
Crazy.
It's been a busy weekend. I've had about maybe 5 hours worth of sleep throughout the entirety of it, but it's been a very good weekend.
Very, very good weekend. I mean, it was basically a three-day WrestleMania.
Yeah, pretty much. We were there.
It was insane. Let's start off. Let's rank out of the 3 days. First, second, third, second, first. Out of which were the most entertaining or your favorites?
The Monday Night Raw was number one without a doubt.
Yeah.
Monday Night Raw. I think that was the best Monday Night Raw we've had after WrestleMania.
Yeah.
In a good 10 years.
Do you think that maybe they saved a bit of the stuff from WrestleMania, knowing that Monday Night Raw was coming?
100%. They had
Yeah,
to.
yeah.
They had to have done the amount we got given on Monday.
Yeah.
I was wondering how was some of this not put into the Saturday or Sunday.
No, yeah, the script writers they're doing well.
They hold us on so hard, and it's like you'd think. You look at the storylines, you're like, there's not much going on here. This storyline's dead.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden,
There's
it all
something
makes
else.
sense and
Something
everything's
else.
going on, man. It's brilliant. Unreal.
All right, so let's start with the first night. We're going to start with Jace. Won the title.
Finally.
I remember in the group
Yeet.
chat, we were a little bit disappointed with the fight.
Yeah, it wasn't. I mean, I don't think it was the fight as a whole. I think it was the ending of the fight
Yeah.
we were more disappointed with.
I didn't like necessarily how Gunther flailed around and lost the fight.
No, not at all. I mean,
Like, you look at Jey Uso earlier in the fight getting choked out. He looks like he's getting choked out.
well, he took the choke and
Yeah.
he allowed it to go on and he fought against it. Gunther got put in a lock and apparently 5 seconds later was out. It was flailing, tapping.
Yeah, I was like, oh. But obviously it did lead into a pretty good thing in Monday Night Raw, but we'll get into that.
Yeah, I mean,
was crazy.
yeah.
That's so
We
good.
saw a lot come from that
Yeah.
situation, but again, it's just I just think it's
Mm.
crazy. I mean, how do you tap to your own submission in 5 seconds?
It's the speed. I think they if it had lasted like 15, 20 seconds.
I don't even think that. I don't think we should have seen him tap to his own move. I think he should have. If he's going to lose that match, he's passed out.
So he should have just choked him out.
Yeah, he should have choked him out
Yeah.
until he couldn't breathe anymore, and then the rest had to call it because
That would have been better, yeah.
yeah,
I was saying, but like,
that's more realistic.
it needs to be a lot longer.
Yeah, I was quite disappointed. I mean, I'm watching. I was really impressed with Jay. He
Mhm.
looked amazing.
Yep.
Again, we saw a few new moves. They were stolen moves, but a few new moves in his arsenal, which was good to see.
He looks a lot. He's been working out. You can
Yeah,
tell.
he looks good. It's
he looks good.
WrestleMania, man. He was
Yeah, yeah.
supposed. That's what they all do.
And also, he obviously, as well, he's now got a belt. He's got the whole crowd behind him.
Yeah, I mean, maybe too much.
You think?
Maybe too much.
But it's just his pop.
I love him.
Pop's crazy.
I love him and I love his entrance, but I'm sure they've run it like 5 times over this weekend.
Yeah, but it pops every time.
No, it's just this.
Mate, even on Monday Night Raw, they had to do it again because the
They
crowd
did
were
it. They
wanting
did it 3 times on
Yeah.
Monday Night Raw alone. I mean, I get it. I do get the hype, and again, I love yeeting. I'm a big Jey Uso fan. Yeet, but 3 times he came out,
Yeah.
did the whole yeet stuff, didn't even fight. He just came
Just
out
did it
just to
again.
yeet and then went
Yeah.
home. But it is what it is. I mean, I do love Jay. I love Gunther also, but the ending to that match wasn't
Yeah.
good enough for me.
No, I will say I think overall night one was a little bit. I wouldn't say mid because I'd say it was above mid,
Lacklustered, I
but
think's
yeah.
the word. I think it was hyped up to such an extent and never met that expectation. And I mean, we did have some good fights on that night that did make up for it, though.
Would you say the Tiffany Stratton retaining the WWE Women's Championship was a good fight?
The match itself, Can we call it a good match?
I wouldn't say so.
I mean, the result was amazing.
Yeah, it's what you wanted. It's what you wanted.
I loved the result. I'll take that result all day long. Again, if you guys watched last week's podcast, you'll know where I stand with Charlotte Flair and where I stand with Tiffany, to be fair. But yeah, I mean, it was a great result. The match itself, I wasn't happy with.
Yeah, it was a match. You know,
it was a match.
Like, yeah.
It was a lot of botches. I mean, Charlotte, you can see the ring rust.
She's not that good.
No,
I don't think she's that good.
you can see the ring rust. But I think the person who was supposed to win won.
I feel like also Tiffany did carry that fight.
Yeah, big time.
Big time carried it.
Big time. Again, this is what I was saying. She's 25 years old. Yeah. She's my age. Like
yeah, she's our age. Crazy.
It's so young.
Can't you tell we're the same age?
Yeah, I know, right? But it's just it's crazy to me that like she's 25 at the position she's at, and she's killing it as well. It's not even like she's struggling in her position. I mean, week in, week out, she's coming out and she's entertaining it, and I'm loving it.
I know.
Honestly,
yeah.
I'm gonna be getting a Tiffany jacket soon.
You wear it for the pod?
Yeah.
Bring it to the pod,
I'll
right?
get one and I'll bring it on. I'll
Perfect.
get one and I'll bring it on. 100.
Another fight which I think everyone predicted. Jacob Fatu beat LA Knight.
Yeah, I mean that was an insane fight. What did you think of that?
Brutal.
Yeah, you enjoyed it.
Yeah, I mean, I always enjoy watching both of them. I mean, we spoke about like the mic work and stuff, and that didn't really come into show for LA Knight because obviously it was a fight like that. But
I mean, this is the
fight.
end of the feud.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. And I mean, Jacob Fatu is a monster.
He's ridiculous. He's just absolutely ridiculous. I mean, the power, the speed.
I kind of wanted him not to come out with Solo.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's very interesting because, I mean, now you've got onto Solo. I will get onto him because we're there. But I feel sorry for Solo.
Why?
Because I feel like you look at where he was 6 months ago.
He was at the top, wasn't he? Yeah.
He was supposed to be where Jey Uso is right now.
Yeah.
It should have been Solo with that heavyweight championship. It should have been Solo winning the United States championship. And we've seen both Jey and Jacob win a title before Solo now. I don't know how I feel about that. They've just sort of like dispersed of Solo, put him to one side. Like,
do you think that's a crowd thing though?
Yeah, but I think that's what the problem was. Like, because he was a heel. Like Solo's like a proper.
Fatu's a heel though.
Yeah, but I don't know. He's like
He's a loved heel.
That's what I'm saying. His character's a heel, but the way he's like put out to the universe is he's a babyface. Everyone loves him. But it wasn't the case with Solo. He was a real heel. Again, even with John Cena, can you call John Cena a heel when everyone's still screaming his name?
Bro, when his song came on at WrestleMania, it was mental.
Bro, I don't understand it.
Like the crowd went ballistic.
I do not get it. But I really do think Solo has been pushed to one side and it's just been left on the shelf.
Massively has. Well, yeah, I'm sure he'll come back. He'll come back.
I'm hoping so. I want to see Solo versus Jacob for that United States Championship.
That might be what they're going down towards.
That would be amazing.
Because I do feel like there's a lot of cracks between the two of them.
Yeah, definitely. There's a lot of animosity there that can be explored.
Yeah.
And I mean,
that might be the route to go then.
Yeah, them two are so good though. It's unreal. Like both of them in ring are unreal.
Oh, so good for their size as well. Like,
yeah, they're both big guys as well. But the way they move, it's insane.
Yeah,
it is insane.
No, it's good. It'll be that fight I would look forward to.
Yeah, definitely big time.
Yeah, and I know I slept a lot during these WrestleManias.
We telling them, so he's messaged the group chat asking, "Oh, boys, what time's the?"
Because I was watching the first few fights and I was like, I'm dying here.
But he was like, "What time's the main event gonna be on?" I'll go to sleep and I'll set an alarm for that time. So I said, "Yeah, set an alarm for maybe 2:30. You'll be good."
I did.
We didn't hear from him for the rest of the night.
No, because when my alarm went off, I turned it back on, and it wasn't the main event yet, so I just switched it off and fell asleep. Obviously, I watched it all back afterwards. Don't worry. But yeah, no, I did watch the second night.
Better. You still slept. Still slept through it.
Bro, when it's at that time of night, and I've got I'm seeing like family in the morning the next day and things like that, and I just don't want to be cooked.
See, I hear it. But I made sure this is WrestleMania weekend for me.
It's Easter.
Yeah, but again, for me, all plans are cancelled. I've got, like again, it was weird because it was it was Greek Easter the same weekend as
Yeah.
English Easter, and that never happens. And even on my girlfriend's side, I didn't go to none of her stuff and didn't go to none of her family events.
You
It
just
was
slept.
WrestleMania weekend and sleep.
Yeah, fair. Well, we've got to finish off night one with what saved, I would say, the night.
Big time. Big time.
Now, Dan would like to say he called it.
I'm not giving it to him. I'm not giving it to him at all because
You're not giving it to him on a stipulation.
Well, no, because his point wasn't really the fact that Paul Heyman and Seth Rollins had came together. His point was that they had joined John Cena.
I thought it was The Rock.
But yeah, well,
Yeah,
The
yeah,
Rock
yeah,
and John
yeah,
Cena.
yeah.
That was what he thought would happen.
Yeah,
I'm not giving it to Dan. He's not called that.
He did call that they would team up.
Yeah, but I mean, by our predictions, you could have then said that like I called that as well because I did predict Seth to win, and he did win.
Yeah.
And whether Paul Heyman was with him or not, we could see something like that was coming.
Yeah, I get what you mean. I do get what you mean.
I don't know if we can give that to Dan. I mean, like, yeah, props to him for sort of like touching around the subject. But if if he'd left the whole Rock John Cena situation out, I would have given it to him all day long.
Yeah, I mean that was me. I remember when I had that crazy theory. Check out 2 Black and Blue shows ago where I was like, what was it? CM Punk wins, walks away with the belt. John Cena wins, walks away with the belt. Absolute mayhem.
yeah. Could be crazy. Could still happen at some point.
Why do you think in the story that Paul Heyman has betrayed arguably his 2 closest friends?
Oh, that's a big question. Why?
Yeah, I want to know the why. Because it's a big deal.
Does Paul know the why?
Surely he does.
I mean, I don't know. From my reasoning, I would assume it's because Seth has been under the radar for so long.
It's a way of bringing him up.
Yeah.
If he's Paul Heyman's man, if he's the guy.
And I mean, like, we know what Seth can do. And
Oh,
as
no.
I was talking about
We
it
said it-
last
we
week
said
as
last
well, like,
week, like,
Seth
it
has
makes
got
sense for him.
so much more ahead of him
Yeah.
than Roman has. Like, Roman's at the end of his
pretty sure
career.
we predicted Seth.
I predicted
Yeah,
Seth.
I'm pretty sure I predicted Seth.
Yeah.
As well. Like most of us predicted Seth because it makes the most sense going forwards.
Yeah, no, 100%.
And
I
we'll
mean,
touch on Monday in a second, but that was also unbelievable.
it just gets crazier when you.
Because I do love Braun.
I've got so much love for Braun.
Love Braun.
The
But we'll
dogs
talk
are
about that later.
barking
We'll talk
in
about
here.
that later. But in terms of the fight, 2 low blows from Paul Heyman.
I mean, it was low blow central at WrestleMania.
Yeah. There was 4.
I've never seen so many low blows.
It's a lot of low blows.
Everyone was taking it.
Literally.
It was just there. It was just the bump of the weekend. Apparently,
I'm pretty sure I put in the group chat. This is the worst WrestleMania for the future generation. Future generation of
It was
the
bad.
wrestlers' kids.
Yeah, it was bad for it. I mean,
It was funny though.
I just don't know why that was where they kept going to story wise.
Well, I think I would say it actually did make sense in each scenario. With the Paul Heyman one, he ain't gonna take out Roman Reigns or CM Punk without a low blow.
I think it only makes sense for Paul Heyman to low blow someone.
Has to be a low blow.
Yeah.
The John Cena one.
What the?
Because he's not. It makes sense for his story because
You know what,
he's not giving the fans what they want.
We'll get back. We'll get to the
that.
John
We'll get to
Cena
that in a
bit in a
sec.
minute
But-
because I got enough to say about that situation.
But I think that was yeah. I mean, with the Paul Heyman thing, the only way he's taking those 2 down is for
Is a low blow. Yeah, no, it makes
'Cause,
sense.
like,
It
if you
makes-
get him to punch them in the back of the head, they're just realistically they just turn
think-
around.
I think it was crazy the way he sold
So both of them,
both
sold
CM Punk
both of
and
them
then
out.
Roman Reigns, and it
then
was just
Seth
crazy.
wins. Paul looks like he's in demon mode as well.
Yeah.
Like,
Paul,
his
the
face,
yellow tie, the yellow
Bro,
handkerchief.
looks demon time.
He is on for Seth right now.
Yeah, he wants Seth.
Yeah, he's put 110% into Seth like he did with Roman.
Anything else you want to touch on for that fight before we move on?
I think most of it stems on the Monday anyway. We'll get to it.
We're trying to get through this part because
We're trying to do it chronologically.
Yeah. Next up, we're going to talk about Logan Paul. Start the second night. It wasn't the start of the second night, but we're starting on the second night. Logan Paul versus AJ Styles. You have to give props to Logan for all of his entrances every time.
Yeah, he was absolutely unreal.
He does something new
Unreal
every
entrance.
time.
He's brilliant, man.
Yeah.
Logan is brilliant. He has really found his calling.
As an entertainer, smashes it. As a performer,
He kills it.
kills. Like,
He's so
both.
good.
Also, both of those fighters so athletic.
I mean, if we talk about that match alone, that was
Yeah.
unreal from both of them.
I saw people saying that they were disappointed in it.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, we could have seen more from maybe AJ Styles because we know what he can do as a whole. But
I think that
I was so happy with the fight itself.
I think that fight could have gone on for longer.
Yeah.
And I think probably both fighters wanted it to go on for longer, so
But
that they
you've
can
got to
show
look,
more.
Yeah, you've got to look at the situation though. We're
We haven't
on.
got enough time.
They were given 3.5 hours on the Sunday,
Mm.
and they had some of the biggest fights
Yeah.
that weekend on that day, and it was like, what would you want to do? It wasn't a beef that really needed all of that airtime.
Yeah.
It was a very recently started situation.
Mm.
We just wanted. It was a dream match that we had to see.
Yeah.
It was one of those where we've got
Arguably the best up and comer.
and one of the best
One of
of
the
the
best
older
ever.
generation.
Yeah.
And it's like we had to see both of them go in the ring and fight it
I
out,
just
and we
wanted, I
did.
just wanted longer. I just wanted longer.
I am a bit upset about the result.
Yeah.
I do feel like AJ should have won that.
Yeah. You weren't happy with the result.
No, I wasn't happy with the result. Again, I love Logan Paul. You've seen it on the previous podcast. I said I'm a big Logan Paul fan, but
I'm a big fan of his finisher.
his new finisher is insane.
It's
Pulverizer.
ridiculous. Bro, it's just the strength to be able to get the
To
opposition
lift
fighter
him up and then
to
to
lift them,
swing him
swing
round
him, and then
and then
slam
pile
him.
them down. It's crazy. Fair
It's
play to him.
actually insane.
But yeah, no, I do feel like AJ should have won that just because I felt like he needed the win more.
I kind of didn't want Logan's manager Jeff to be involved again though.
See, I'm just confused with the whole Kieran Cross situation.
Yeah, that didn't make sense.
Like it was very much similar to the Cody situation where you could either be the bad guy and win or you can be the good guy and lose.
Yeah.
And it was like, come on, man, it was never that deep.
No.
You didn't have to attack Kieran. Just tell him do one. Jump back in the ring, do what you got to do. Why you got to punch Kieran and start a whole fight?
Funny.
Yeah.
But also, that
It's
I
not
think
though, because you
from,
lost
from a
at WrestleMania.
WWE standpoint,
Probably
though,
his last ever.
yeah, but I think from a WWE standpoint, though, they're probably just thinking ahead, like maybe like
Yeah, they're looking for feuds,
Yeah,
100%.
yeah.
But what could be AJ Styles' final WrestleMania and he loses to Logan Paul? That I'm not happy with at
But
all.
I think that's a statement of where it's going with Logan.
Yeah, 100%. I do.
He
I told
arguably
Logan
is
this
the future.
I told Logan this in person. I said to him, I guarantee you will win the heavyweight championship one day.
Damn, bro.
And he was like, bro, that is coming sooner than you think.
When did you see him?
That was at the Sidemen charity match.
Oh.
I was able to get a very quick picture of him, very quick, and I just slid that in there to him and said, like, fucking, you will be the next world heavyweight champion.
And he went, bro, it'll be sooner than you think.
he said sooner than you think. So I think we could see him go for it this year at some point, maybe.
With the trajectory he's on it, 100%.
Yeah.
100% with the trajectory. I mean, I can't see him not being the future face of it at some point.
He has to be.
Like, it just makes the most. I mean,
Here's a quick one about Logan, though.
Yeah.
I don't know if you watch the Slammies at all.
I do not know.
The
I know what it is.
sort of
but
like Oscars of
yeah,
WWE.
yeah.
He wasn't even put up for social media star of the
Yeah,
year.
I saw that. Yeah, he
How
was
crazy.
fuming. Yeah,
It
I
was
saw
Chelsea Green
Yeah.
and Drew McIntyre. Don't get me wrong, Drew
that.
McIntyre is
Drew McIntyre
amazing.
Great. Mate, that tweet during the
But,
fight.
yeah, that was so good.
So good.
But
Oh, did we not touch on that? That's tonight. That was the
how did we not get Logan Paul as social media star of the year, considering his job as a social
also,
media star?
his vlogs alone probably racking how many views? And they're all about
Yeah, we're
each
looking
fight.
minimum 60 mil views
Yeah,
on
like,
one of his videos.
It's ridiculous.
Crazy numbers.
Yeah, like he's the type of vlogger which I would want to do. Like
Yeah,
his style of vlogging
it's
is
just proper vlogging. It's
so
old
good.
school proper vlogging.
But like it's weekly as well, so it just means that there's so much more.
Did you ever watch his daily vlogs?
Yeah,
I used to love
I was
his daily
in
vlogs. They were crazy, man.
I was a low gang man.
Low gangster.
Yeah. Mate, the diss track time was crazy with Jay, and it was good fun.
Logan
I
was
remember,
shooting
like-
before Jay.
Mate, I remember his old parrot.
Maverick.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Oh, mate,
And his dog Kong
Yeah, his dog Kong. Rest in peace.
got eaten by a coyote or
yeah.
something, didn't he?
Yeah. No, but I remember his flat
Crazy.
when he was in LA, like every day, just grind.
Yeah.
And a really interesting thing, which I liked, was his editor was in the UK.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, so he had got an editor in the UK, so that when he finishes his day, he sends all the files to the editor.
Oh, and the
Editor
editor's
wakes
on-
up 6 hours before he does, has it all finished by the time he wakes up, just has to check it.
That's
Bang.
genius. Oh my god, I
It
didn't
is
even know
genius.
that. That is genius.
It is genius.
That is
Like,
very good.
It's what I said to my boss. Like, you're kind of smart because by the time you wake up, I've already filmed a video,
Yeah,
and I can just. You okay with this? Cool, sweet.
that's brilliant. Unreal. As
You
you're
c- you do-
finishing,
you do
he's
have to-
starting.
You got to use time zones. It makes the most sense, in my personal opinion.
I love that. That's genius. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Did not know that.
All right, let's move on to a British fan favorite, Drew McIntyre. I think we were all pretty happy with this fight.
A very good
Brutal fight, bro.
Yeah, brutal.
Bro, they hit
Brutal.
they like you can tell they hit each other hard.
Yeah.
I've got a lot of respect for Damian
I
Priest
mean,
after that fight.
how many tables were broken in that fight?
Mate,
Was
how
it
many
4
backs
or
were broken?
5?
How many times was their back broken?
Yeah, I
It's
think we
crazy.
saw 4 or 5 tables.
Oh, it was
get
so
broken.
good. Like, that was arguably one of my favorite fights of the weekend in terms of like just pure.
In terms of actual like just the fight itself,
Yeah.
it was the most entertaining
Yeah.
fight, definitely.
like there was just two behemoths of men
Yeah, they're both
Just
giants as
going
well.
at it.
Yeah. I mean, I'm very very happy with that outcome as well.
Yeah, no, we all said last week we want Drew to win.
It's needed, man. He's had
Yeah.
he's been loss after loss after loss, and they've all been big losses he's taken as well. Again, losing the title to Damian Priest last
straight
year.
away. Straight away as
Straight
well.
away.
Like, instantly.
Who did he beat? Seth Rollins, then lost it.
Yes.
So again, like imagine getting such a dub like that, like beating
Yeah.
Seth Rollins at WrestleMania and then losing to Damian Priest.
Yeah. And I mean,
Like,
surely that feud's over now as well.
it's got to be Drew's proven.
Drew's
his point.
proven he's miles. Yeah.
He's proven his point.
But from one Brit to another, who would have thought Joe Hendry?
I believe.
I
believe,
in
Tom.
Joe Hendry.
I believe.
Oh mate,
What a man.
So good.
What a man. You know what? Genuinely was not expecting it.
No,
There
not at
was
all.
nothing. I don't think there was a rumor out there that said Joe Hendry.
But the pop was
Insane.
crazy.
Insane.
Like one of the biggest pops of the night. Sure, it was.
I think it could have been.
But yeah.
I think it could have been. And I mean, for him to fight such a legend as well, like Randy Orton,
Yeah.
like it wasn't even like just put him up against anyone.
No, yeah.
He got
But he got fisted.
his WrestleMania moment.
But he also did get
Yeah,
fisted.
he got fisted. I know RKO'd 3 times, but
Yeah,
it's okay.
bro, it's fine. And I
It's
think also,
okay.
I do think that fight was also a bit of we've got to cram this all in.
Yeah, it was very last. You could tell it was last minute again.
No, I don't even mean the last minute. I mean the fight itself. I think they only gave them a certain amount of time.
Oh yeah.
Like, we would have wanted a bit more, a bit of a longer fight.
I don't
But
know.
I understand at the same time,
I don't know. Does Joe Hendry have a longer fight in him when it comes to Randy Orton? Do you think Joe Hendry could put up more of a fight than he did against Randy?
Yes.
You think so?
Yes.
I mean, like, you're not a TNA fan.
No.
You don't watch an awful lot of TNA.
But Joe Hendry, at one point in his career, was gonna go somewhere big.
But Joe Hendry's an amazing
Yeah,
wrestler,
that's
don't
what
get
I'm
me
saying.
wrong. But we are talking about Randy Orton
I know,
here. The legend killer.
Yeah. I know.
Like, it takes one RKO to put a man out.
I just wanted a bit more time with Joe.
No, 100%. I just don't.
I just wanted a bit
do
more
I.
time.
So did I, but I just don't. I don't think Hendry had that in him against Randy Orton.
No,
I think if he fought someone like a Carmelo Hayes or
Yeah.
an LA Knight, he'd be able to get that 15, 20 minutes of time in. Against Randy Orton, they were never going to allow the TNA champion to even put up a fight against Randy Orton.
He did some nice moves, but
Yeah, but mostly spins.
yeah, mostly.
Mostly spins. I love him. I do love Joe Hendry.
Yeah.
But I love Randy more.
Yes, that's fair.
And it was good to see Randy absolutely pulverize him.
Do you like the man being back? Becky Lynch?
Yeah, I mean, again, another weird situation we still have to cover both days for. Because it's almost like
It's
one
kind of one of the
storyline that,
same,
that
yeah,
went
yeah.
over the same. But, I mean, I'm happy she's not champion.
You happy she's not?
Yeah, I mean, it pissed me off day one. I can't lie.
Really?
It did.
Why?
I just, Lyra with 2 championships when
Yeah,
Liv hasn't
fair.
got a single.
That's fair.
No, it did my head in. I can't lie. The idea of like especially Monday. Yeah, no, it actually pissed me off seeing them too.
But
Win the
then
titles.
on Monday, title went back to them. So
Well deserved as well.
Mhm.
Very well deserved. I don't think Liv and Raquel should have lost that match. I don't think. I mean, yeah, Becky needs a bit of a push now. She's come back. She should have won her first fight back. Fair play, but to tag team up with Lyra, who's got the Intercontinental Championship,
yeah,
to then beat Liv and Raquel when Liv has just gone from winning a Grand Slam championship to not having a single title now, in the space of what, 6 months?
that's crazy.
Like she was literally like what was that? The one in Saudi, Crown Jewel.
Crown Jewel, yeah.
Literally,
She's
Crown Jewel
winner of
champion.
Crown- yeah.
Women's WWE Women's Champion. Loses it, wins the tag team titles, and then loses those.
Yeah, fair.
It was like, nah, there's no way. And then Lyra's holding both 2 titles on Monday Night Raw.
Yeah, I see
didn't
that.
like that.
I see that. I see
didn't
that.
like
I see
it.
that. It's fair enough. It's fair enough. Probably a fight you enjoyed more than the triple threat, which EI Sky won. Were you happy with that result?
I wasn't too concerned about that result, to be fair. I don't think it matters out of those 3 women who the champion is at all, to be fair.
Yeah.
I think they're all 3 of them are so well respected in what they do that, like, again, I called Bianca Belair only because, again, I said it on last week. I couldn't have told
Couldn't
you.
call you. Yeah.
So I went for who I thought was least likely to win it.
Yeah.
Just because you got to get your points in, innit?
I thought it was a very entertaining fight.
It was very good.
Yeah.
Very good fight. But yeah, I don't know if it changed anything.
Fair.
I don't know if we got anything out of that.
Well, it didn't. Well, I mean, I think the storyline's changing, as obviously we saw on Monday night.
I mean, we saw a little bit of a...
Because did you not see Rhea actually just said,
Yeah,
don't fuck with my friends? And I was like, you just fought her literally yesterday.
Yeah, and then it was like, I don't know. And then she sort of turned around and she was like, oh, I'm coming back for that.
Yeah.
After giving it to Io. So I don't know where we stand right now. I mean, it is a bit of a weird one.
Yeah. But
I'm just hoping we can see a bit more of a storyline.
yeah.
Hopefully bringing people like Stephanie Vaquer and Roxanne Perez in, and Julia even.
It kind of hots up the whole...
Spices it up
Yeah,
a bit.
yeah.
Because at the minute, we've got a bunch of women who have all won the World Championship multiple times.
Yes.
All of those have held it multiple times.
Yeah.
Now we're seeing this new generation come up who've won it.
Mhm.
They're hungry for their first title. So we're going to see a bit more feuds. We're
No,
going
it'd
to
be
see
good.
some more.
It'd be good. And speaking of feuds, you called it. You called Dom. You did call it. You happy with that?
I am very, very happy.
Because you also got the double points.
Double points, baby. No, to be fair, I mean, like, if you've been watching the beef between the Judgment Day,
It makes sense.
You sort of knew
It
it
makes
was
sense.
coming.
Yeah.
And I mean, I don't think I was even. I think I was the only one who made the official prediction, but I think a couple of the other boys also
To
said,
put Dom,
like,
yeah.
I can see Dom pinning. Like that's very easily done.
I put Bron, obviously, just because I like him. He's probably one of my favorite fighters right now.
Yeah, I see. I thought something was going to be done with Bron. I thought maybe they might give him Jey Uso to push for the World Championship.
But I see now what they're doing instead. So.
And it's just it's
even
even
better.
more crazy.
It's even better,
It's even
yeah.
crazier.
But yeah, you called it. Obviously, Finn seems to be taking it relatively well so far.
Well, I mean,
but it ain't.
yeah, he seems he's very, very dodgy about the situation. It's a bit
Yeah.
and ahhing, but fair play to him. See how long it lasts before he turns on them.
He's going to turn on him soon. He's going to turn on him
Here's
soon.
the question.
What?
I'm going to jump forward a little bit.
Okay.
Does Finn Balor become the 3rd member of this new evolution with Braun and Seth?
You know what? That makes the most sense.
I mean, I don't think there's many people who it could be.
Because he's arguably the most experienced and... There's definitely going to be a 3rd member.
It has to be.
Yeah.
We're looking at a brand new evolution.
Yeah.
Again, we got Paul Heyman who's looking at like the Ric Flair.
Yeah.
We got Seth Rollins who's moving like Triple H.
Yeah.
We've got
Braun.
Braun, who's moving like Randy Orton.
Yeah.
Now we just need a Batista.
Is Finn Balor Batista though?
I don't know.
I don't think he is.
You know, it's a tough one. But if Finn leaves the Judgment Day, where does he go after that? What happens to Finn? Where's his story lay? Because he hasn't won a championship for a while either. That hasn't been.
I want the Demon back.
I said this.
Yeah.
I said this in the group chat. I'm sure. Bring back the Demon.
Bring back the Demon, bro.
But I don't think we will ever see him.
No, I know.
As Liam said, he is dead and buried.
But that was peak. That was his peak.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know, man.
Definitely his peak.
Let's talk about next week who we think the third member will be if it's not revealed by them.
I mean, I've heard a few concepts. I think Carmelo Hayes could be a good shout. Another young, hungry fighter.
True.
What about an Andrade?
I don't know enough about Andrade though.
See, Andrade is a brilliant, and there's not a lot of storyline at the minute with him.
No.
But we have also just seen Rusev come back, and that to me is a
That
dream match. Andrade versus Rusev.
Crazy.
That would go crazy.
That would go crazy.
Honestly, do you know much about Rusev?
No. Because he's not been around for a while, has
Nah, he hasn't been around
4
for
years?
a little. Yeah, something like that. 5 years maybe. Yeah, it's been a little while. But Rusev is an absolute brute.
I mean, I saw.
He's
He's huge.
It worries me a little bit though that they brought him back to fight Alpha Academy.
Yeah.
It's like you've signed him and you haven't got any plans for him, any real plans.
Maybe they're just trying to see how the crowd reacts first before putting him into any big stories.
Maybe.
Because it's if they took a gamble and put him in a big storyline and it didn't pay off, yeah. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, no.
Maybe it's just a safe. But I think now that they obviously saw the pop, they're probably like, yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, it was great, and it was brilliant to see the accolade come back as well. His finisher.
Yeah.
So happy about that. Honestly, I just think I've heard Lana's signed a deal as well. Apparently, Lana's come back as well.
Okay.
It's funny they're divorced now.
Are they?
Yeah, Rusev was married to Lana, and now they're no longer together. They're all
Back
divorced.
wrestling now.
Yeah,
Wow.
apparently so. Who
Well,
knows? We'll have to wait and see.
We've got to talk about the headliner fight. Were you happy with it? In my opinion, it was intentionally bad by John Cena because his whole shtick is I'm not giving the fans what they want.
Yeah, you don't care. That's his point.
That's the whole point.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not angry at John. My problem lays with Cody.
Okay.
I mean, you heard what John said he wants to do. He wants to take the belt home.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't want the WWE fans to have anything. He wants the whole company to start over again. He wants to be the last real champion.
Mm-hmm.
So you're put in that position where you either hit John Cena with the belt or you drop the belt and you fight him. And what does Cody do? Goes to turn away.
Yeah.
In what world? You're in a wrestling ring, in a fight. In what world did you think you could turn away from your competitor?
Yeah.
You've got the belt in your hand. You've got a man across the ring from you who is threatening to fucking ruin the company that you work for. Good or bad, you hit him over the head with the belt. And if you're not going to hit him over the head with the belt, you throw the belt to one side and you go and knock him out.
Mm.
You don't just turn around and then get kicked in the balls and lose it. Come on, it's ridiculous, man. And I know I'm not the only person who thinks it's ridiculous as well, because I've seen some people online talk about it. Absolutely. Again, John could have won any day. I have no issue with John winning. It was the way he won is embarrassing for Cody. A man who's been undefeated for the last year.
365 days.
A man who no one in that industry could beat.
Mm.
And then all of a sudden, someone who's not won a singles match in 7 years has come through, kick him in the balls and won. Are you being serious? Come on. So what you're telling me, that's all it took. Any one of that roster that already sits there and works every single week, that's all it took was one of them to kick Cody in the balls to win.
Maybe.
Pathetic. Pathetic, man. Why are you turning away in a wrestling match?
I don't know. Funny.
I thought it was a football match or something. He's trying to run back and defend his goal.
All right. Well, we've touched on Rusev. I want to touch on the Gunther thing, where he chokes out Pat McAfee.
Well, he tried it on Michael Cole first.
Yes, I know that.
Thank God Pat was there to save him.
Mate, I love that almost Superman punch from Pat.
Yeah, it was forearm,
Yeah.
come straight across his head. I love that. I mean, we know Pat can fight.
Yeah.
We've seen him in the ring. He's not
He's
bad.
a multi-talented man.
Yeah, he's very multi-talented. I mean, what isn't that man doing?
Well, he does stuff. What does WWE, he does NFL, he does college football. Like,
Yeah,
he can
he's
do
doing
anything.
ESPN
Yep.
stuff. He's doing his podcast. He's
Bro.
wrestling.
How?
He's
How?
playing football still in
Like,
certain spots.
How is this man doing it?
I don't know. He's crazy. Shout out Pat McAfee. We love you.
Dream guest, by the way.
Yeah, we'd love to have
Oh
Pat,
my
Pat
god,
on.
Pat would be
Pat,
crazy.
you want to jump on any day? Any day, we'll get it ready for you.
Yeah, no, honestly, I'd drop.
No,
everything.
it is sad to see, and I do agree with what Joe Tessitore said and Michael Cole. They're announcers. They should be protected from doing their job.
Mm.
They should be protected, and Gunther shouldn't be attacking anyone for what they've said.
Yeah, but he did.
It's crazy.
It was the very typical, security guards. Like,
They were more worried about the podcast lot.
yeah, I know. I was like, what the hell?
When he grabbed there
was one security guard next to
Yeah.
Pat being choked out, and
You had
15 over there.
Adam Pearce grabbing him. Come on, boys. Come on, let go. What
Yeah,
do you mean let go? Someone kick him
but
in
it's
the
like
head.
it's like
Yeah.
trying to pull his arm.
Hey,
out.
no,
no,
you can't
don't do that. Don't do that.
Someone knock him out.
I kind of wanted the podcast guys to actually get involved more. Like, it shouldn't have been like 15 security guards and one on there.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I mean, there were more, again, like I said, there were more security guards over by the 3 podcast guys than there was on the floor with Gunther and Pat.
I know.
Like, make it make sense.
Dom beat Penta.
Yeah, I mean, it was a good fight.
Good fight.
JD McDonough,
He's back. He's back from injury.
It's good to see. I absolutely love that big head.
He's got a big head.
He's got a massive head, but I do love JD. Great wrestler, great man.
He'll be back. He'll be back fighting.
Yeah, I mean, again, even that sort of relationship between Finn and JD seemed a bit off as well. Like,
Well, JD seemed really into Dom, and kind of he pans to obviously Finn, and he's like,
yeah, Finn was just sort of like, I don't know, he just
he
didn't.
looked
even know.
happy.
Yeah,
but, like,
it
not.
was weird. It was
Yeah.
weird. It was very weird from Finn. I mean, I'm not sure what the situation is,
No,
but we'll find out in
We'll find
the
out.
upcoming weeks.
we'll
I'm
find out.
hoping.
It'll be good.
Yeah, I'm hoping they start rolling this out quick.
Speaking of roll in, more like roll ins.
Great segue, lad.
I got to talk about a certain spear, a full lap of the ring spear
Oof.
by Braun Breaker
Through the barricade.
Just
What a man.
I love him.
Has he got the best spear in WWE currently?
Which is interesting because obviously he speared probably not what you would say used to be the best spear in WWE in Roman Reigns,
I mean, that super spear is something else, isn't it?
but it's crazy. It's so hard.
He doesn't care.
Did you see the Triple H interview where he spoke about the speed spear
Yeah.
and how he said to Spear, said to Speed, you're gonna get speared, and it's gonna really
It's gonna
hurt. Like, Braun Breaker is not gonna go nice on you.
No. I think Speed knew that as well.
Yeah,
Again, after that RKO he took as well, he knew what it was about.
yeah.
That his neck was hurting for days apparently after that, and he weren't even faking that.
I know.
Apparently his neck was genuinely hurting.
Well, I'll tell you whose neck is hurting. John Cena's after that RKO.
Yeah. Ooh. When you talk about out of nowhere, I
The
think that
RKO
one
out of
was
nowhere.
really out of nowhere.
Yeah.
You know what? Though? I am a
Good
little
camera work as well, though.
very good camera work. I am a little bit upset, right? Because I don't know if you remember last week, I did make a really crazy prediction,
What?
and I said I think Randy Orton. This was before WrestleMania. I said I think Randy Orton will be the next WWE World Champion.
Did you?
Yeah.
And you predicted it, basically.
Well, yeah, it wasn't like one of the, it wasn't a prediction, but I did say I reckon he'll win it. Hence why I predicted Cody Rhodes to win. But I still think we could see that. I still think we could see Randy Orton take that title off of John Cena at some point.
I think so as well.
Because I think so the Backlash posters come out
Yeah.
and Randy Orton is the face of it.
Good.
So we're looking at John Cena, Randy Orton main event at Backlash, I think.
I think so as well.
So
It's an exciting time to be a WWE fan.
it's crazy, man.
It's
I
a
can't
really
believe
good
that.
time.
It felt like 09 Randy Orton again.
Yeah. No, he's back. He does feel back.
Just attacking
Yeah.
John Cena, getting ready for that. I'm ready. I'm so ready for that feud again. Honestly,
It's back.
it's been 16 years.
But, like, it's going to be interesting because obviously you'd say last time John Cena was the babyface, Randy Orton was the heel.
It's flipped now.
It's flipped now.
Yeah.
Like, bro,
How crazy is that?
The chance for Randy after he'd taken down Cena were crazy.
Yeah.
He was like,
He's the guy. He knows he's the guy. He knows he's the guy as well.
yeah, he's arguably, now that Cody's gone, he's probably is the guy right now. With obviously Seth and Bron Breakker being
He's definitely up there.
Do you think?
One of the top guys.
Do you think it's eventually down the line, Randy Orton takes the title from John Cena, and then we'll be eventually gearing up for John Cena versus Seth Rollins and that to get the number one?
I would like to think now. I'd like to see Randy grab the title again at some point.
I think he grabs the title, and then Seth sets his sights on him.
Yeah. But I'd like that to be the situation. I mean, Randy's only 3 titles behind John anyway when it comes to world rankings. I mean, he's on 14, John's on 17.
Crazy.
So,
but 2 of the best of all time.
Without a doubt. Without a doubt. But I think we could see something interesting with Seth and Randy at some point. I'm interested to see if we see anything between Seth and Cena though. Like, is that what they're gearing up? Again,
makes Cena the third person.
No, but I'm thinking the opposite. Is Seth going against Cena? Is Seth going to try and stop Cena from being a dick?
Oh yeah, fair. No, because I think
Seth's building this
Seth's giving
evolution.
off dickhead energy as well though.
Yeah, but I don't know, when he's gearing up with like young talent like that, is he trying to help? The same way Evolution was about pushing Batista and Randy into that new scene where we had a load of the old guys still about. Maybe. I think we could see Seth, Braun, and maybe like a Carmelo Hayes or an Andrade or someone join him. Try and take that title off for John. Yeah. Take that title off.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, take it off Randy.
I think we could see that happen definitely.
All right, we got to finish off quickly with our predictions.
Yeah.
First fight is a boxing fight: Chris Eubank Jr. versus Conor Benn. Now, I know in the boxing world this is a massive fight.
It's a big fight. It's a big fight.
It's the sons versus each other after obviously the fathers.
This is going to be such a hard fight because both Eubank Jr., Conor Benn, they're great fighters. Both of them are great.
I think I'm leaning towards Ben.
I think so too. I mean, I don't know. I want to say Eubank Jr.
Yeah, I want to, but I think Ben.
You know what? If you're gonna go Ben, I'm gonna go Eubank Jr. just to even it.
Fair enough. All right, no clue who these people are. Ian Gary versus Carlos Prates. I'm gonna guess this is UFC.
Yeah, I couldn't tell you.
I think I've heard of Carlos Prates before.
We got producers saying it's
it is.
UFC.
Yeah. I think it is Carlos Prates. I've heard of that name before, so I'm gonna go with
Liam's him. Problem. Yeah, this is Liam's fault.
Yeah, this is Liam's fault.
Cool. Nice one, Liam. Yeah, no idea at all.
Just pick one.
What's the second name?
Carlos Prates.
There we go.
Now for someone we do know, Vidal Riley versus Chev Clark.
It's got to be Vidal.
I'm picking Vidal.
Riley.
Obviously, you got to pick Vidal.
I think he's brilliant, man.
Is this UFC? Anthony Smith versus Zhang Ming. I'm not going to say the rest of that because I'm going to mess it up.
I think that's UFC.
The Korean zombie.
Yeah. Min Jiang.
Min Jiang.
Because he's called the Korean zombie, I'm going to go with Zhang.
Again,
this is just to get points.
Liam, man,
You
Liam.
screwed us.
Yeah,
we got the final two are
Zhang.
All right, last one: Street Profits versus DIY versus Motor City Machine Gun.
Fam, is he having a laugh? Is he giving us the hardest matches that we could predict this week? Oh my god!
We've got to go Street Profits, surely.
I'm going DIY.
I'm going Street Profits.
I love DIY.
That's our predictions.
Is that it? Is that everything he's given us?
Everything he's given us.
Oh my god!
All right. Well, thank you very much, guys, for watching this bit of a different Black and Blue show. Very WWE oriented. Yeah.
We love it.
We love it.
We love it.
See you guys in the next one.